All the students must maintain discipline.
Lovely sir. लाइट पड़ी तो मत दुसुन से जो फटोटा काढ़ बंद ना खराब दुसुन आसी कहटा बुझीपार मुझे सीटा ठिया फ्रंट लाइट देके मैंने सेव मोटे रखे
has once rightly remarked that the horizon of knowledge is as vast as an ocean. The more you learn, the more you tend to forget. Even one life is not enough to acquire knowledge. Good morning to all the distinguished guests, eminent participants, faculty members, and dear students who are present over here. I, Sweta Parma Mishra, feel privileged to welcome you all to this 5-day faculty development program in Innovation in Waste Management in Smart Cities IWSC 2019, sponsored by TechKit 3, ATU, BPUT Odisha in association with BTU and AKU. The potential of smart cities in remediating environmental problems in general and waste management in particular is an important question that need to be investigated in academic research. Smart waste management is the key factor for smart cities. The improvement of urban waste collection is the achievement of a more efficient management of the waste, which is one of the main challenges that the cities confront these days due to population growth, urbanization, and increasing consumption. GIFT. Gandhi Institute for Technology, a premier professional institute in the state, is known for its penchant for quality education and exploration of research avenues. It is an institution which has been proudly accredited by NAAC with grade A, and departments like computer science, electrical engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, mechanical engineering are accredited by NBA. It is also recognized as scientific and industrial research organization by Government of India. It is also certified by ISO 9001, 2008 and IAO USA. GIFT is also the remote center for Bombay, IIT Bombay and IIT Kharagpur. Cambridge University UK has recognized GIFT as an authorized study and exam center for big exams. Now, may I request the chief guest of the occasion, Honorable Vice Chancellor, BPUT, Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Tripathi, to ascend to the dais. Professor Chittaranjan Tripathi has served as the Vice Chancellor of Sambalpur University for 3 years. He received his MTech and PhD degree in computer science from IIT Kharagpur and has experienced almost 11 years in the field of administration of educational institutions. He has direct teaching experience of about 32 years in various capacities. Now, may I have the honor of requesting our guest of honor, Dr. Sarat Kumar Maharana, Dean, Acharya Institute of Technology, Bangalore, to take us on the dais. Sarat Kumar Maharana received his BE degree with first class honors in mechanical engineering in 1991 from Indira Gandhi Institute of Technology, Saran, M.Tech in 1993 and PhD in 2003 from Department of Aerospace Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. He served as Professor and Dean of Research and Development, Acharya Institute of Technology, Bangalore from 2014 to 2019 and is currently the Dean of Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Acharya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. He is currently serving as the Chairman of Board of Science for Aeronautical Engineering of Visvesvaraya Technological University, Government of Karnataka. Now, I would like to have the honor of requesting our guest of honor, Dr. Cecil Kumar Behera, Dean of School of Chemical Engineering and VIT Bureau. Dr. Cecil Kumar Behera is presently working as a professor and Dean of School of Chemical Engineering in VIT Bureau, India. He holds Master's degree in Chemical Engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras and PhD in Environmental Engineering from University of Ulsan, South Korea. He has 16 years of teaching and research experience in India and abroad. He has more than 50 publications in Science Citation, Index Journal and reputed conference, one book and several book chapters to his credit. Now, I would request our Vice Chairman, Engineer Patita Pavan Panda, to adorn his seat on the dais. He has completed his graduation in Civil Engineering from UC Ebola in 1980 and post-graduation in Transportation Engineering in 2006. He was working Superintendent Engineer in State of PWD, Government of Odisha from July 1981 to October 2009. He has more than 25 years of experience in planning, construction and maintenance of buildings, roads and bridges in different departments of Government of Odisha. Now, I would like to request our Principal, Gandhi Institute for Technology, Dr. S. Krishna Mohan Rao, to adorn the seat on the dais. Dr. S. Krishna Mohan Rao completed his BTech from JNTU, Hyderabad and MTech and PhD from Osmania University, Hyderabad. He has 22 years of industrial experience both in India and abroad. He has published 15 papers in international journal and 20 papers in national journal and editor for 3 international research journals. He has also been awarded as the best principal for the year 2019 among the individual colleges of Odisha by Indian Society for Technical Education, Odisha. Now, I would like to request our HOD Mechanical and convener of the program, Dr. Alok Mahapatra, to adorn the set. I would like to call Professor Amar Kumar Das, coordinator of the program and faculty of mechanical engineering, to take his seat on the dais. Thank you, sir. With this effort of conducting this FDP on innovation in waste management in smart cities, IWSC 2019, we hope to unravel the different aspects of waste management. Before we formally start the program open, may I request all the dignitaries to kindly help in lighting up the sacred lamp.
विनायकः मर्रापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयोः कर्णिकारं विप्रध्वासकनकवेशं वैजयन्तीं च मालाम् रन्ध्राणवेणोरधरसुधया पूर्यनगोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्रावशतगीतकीर्तिः मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वर यदपूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Thank you, sir. I would like to request all to stand up as the state song Bandi Utkal Janani will be played on. now to share his erudite thoughts. Sir, please.
Good morning, everybody. Today's, indeed, it is a very happy occasion, and today our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor BPUT, Dr. Tripathi is amidst us, and we thank you very much for him, in spite of his busy schedule. When we have invited, he accepted that, and today he is with us. For that, gift is very much thankful for you, sir. And Dr. S.K. Maharana, he is the Board of Studies, Chairman Board of Studies of VTU, Karnataka. You all must know that VTU is a mentor university for our BPUT. And we are also very thankful for Dr. Maharana to be here. I also thankful to Dr. Shishir Kumar Behra. He is the Dean of School of Chemical Engineering, VIT Vellore, and who has also accepted our invitation and to be here. And I also welcome our Honorable Director, sir, Engineer Pradeep Pawan Panda, and HOD Alok Kumar, and convener of this, coordinator of this FDP, Engineer Amar Kumar Das, all my colleagues here, sitting here, and the faculty who has come outside of our college and who are participating here, and all my dear students. First of all, I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor for sanctioning us this FDP, innovations in waste management for smart cities, and under the Tech 3 scheme. And I also very much thankful for our Vice Chancellor, who is from time to time, whatever the things we are taking up to him, and he is patiently hearing and solving our problems. On many occasions we have seen that, and be it declaring this gift as a research nodal center, and he has kind enough to verify our credentials and awarded that this gift is a research nodal center. That means that in future, whoever is registering in the PhD course in the BPUT, and that course study and everything will be the gift will be importing further. Sir, this gift within a very short time, so it has been accredited, not accredited, and again we are going for the renewal next year, and all our 4 branches have been NBA accredited, and 2 branches is already re-accredited, and next year again we are going for another 2 branches for the re-accreditation. And this is also, as our madam has told, this is also a scientific research organization, and this is the second time that DST has renewed, looking about our research activities in the gift. They have renewed the recognition also, second time also they have renewed it. Sir, your college is also, updated college is also a evaluation center for the examination, and it is one of the top 5 colleges who are doing the evaluation, bottom-up evaluation here. And we are also running continuously the PG programs, MCA, MBA, and MTech with the 4 branches. And regarding our students have been very active in both national and national level also, and our students have bagged national hackathon and stood first by bagging 1 lakh rupees in the hackathon scheme. And our Government of India Minister Dr. Ravi Shankar has given the award for our students also. And last year again our students have stood third in the position in the hackathon, and this year again we are participating. Another 4 teams are participating for the next hackathon. And sir, your affiliated college is also active in the research also. NALCO, one of the Navaratna public sector, they have awarded us 2 research projects. One is at the verge of completion, and another is actively going on. Looking at the projects, what we are aiming to do that, Tata Steel has come forward and they have also given a support to that for replacing one of their import substitution product, which is in the ladder system. So that is also going on now, and we will be doing that. In addition to that, sir, your affiliated college is very actively involved in the consultation projects for the government of Odisha, and whether it is a rural development or works development or in the Odisha Mining Corporation, and even recently for the Chilka Development Center, we have developed a app, and they have awarded that app development for us, and it is very shortly the pilot, already we have shown the pilot project for them, and another 3 months, another 3 months it is going to be live on that. Sir, all these things are possible only with the guidance of our director, vice chairman, Engineer Pradeep Panda, who actually I tell you, for every, in a day of 24 hours, maybe 20 hours he will be thinking about the college only. And that is resulting that even at the national level, this college is backing the Best Engineering College. Recently, IST Odisha chapter has suggested as the Best Engineering College for this gift, and also personally Best Principal Award for that. Sir, not only that, sir, we are also having a lot of plans for that, and we require your support and your encouragement for that. First thing is that autonomous status, but because I don't know, peculiarly in Odisha, for eligible for the autonomous status, it is becoming a 15 years. But rest of India, all the even UGC, it is told only for 10 years. So other states are flourishing, developing anything, but we have to wait until 15 years to get the autonomous status. Sir, you know that, sir, academic freedom is a must for changing that, and if we don't have that academic freedom, then probably we have to wait till 15 years. So we request whether your good officers can, help and see that whatever UGC has formulated, Government of India is formulated, whether you can also, in Odisha also, if it is come to the 10 years, then people, the colleges like GIFT can also bring the state forward, and we can also contribute for that. So sir, many other things are also there, but I don't want to take much time for that. Again, this particular thing, that waste innovations in the waste management topic, we have taken it because when last time when some of our faculty went to the Bhubaneswar Municipality Development Authority, they were doing the smart parking system. So some of our students and faculty very much involved in this thing, and the commissioner was also very shown much interest for that. So we have called him. He is also one of the chief guests. He was to come, but at the last minute he could not come. Another one is our district collector Kurta was one of the guest of honor for this function. And he has expressed, because he is also seen some of our AICTE projects like Unnat Bharat Abhiyan and this institution innovation center. Those things are directly, he is also looking after, he is also having an idea about what GIFT is doing. So he was also to come, but because of their administrative problems, at the last minute he could not come. So again I am telling this conference is very important one, And after this FDP program, we are trying at least whether it is in the waste generation, waste collection, and waste recycling, and whether we can at the root level whether we can stop the waste at all at the generation station. If some of the ideas, if it can be generated, then it will be very useful for that. For that reason, this is the topic has been taken by Engineer Amar Kumar Das, because we normally call him as a waste man, because the work he has done in the waste management is very enormous, and we are seeing the GIFT as a center of excellence in the waste management, because last 4 years there is a lot of progress has been done in the waste management. Thinking all these things, I once again welcome you all for this FDP program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now call upon our esteemed Vice Chairman, Engineer Patita Pawan Panda, to deliver the welcome note. Sir, please.
Respected Dr. Bhubaneswar, respected Dr. S.K. Maharana, respected Dr. S.K. Behra from Acharya Institute, my dear friends, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It is a good occasion that we are going to have a meeting on innovation in waste management, especially in smart cities. I did not elaborate on the problems of waste management in our country as well all over the world. In the pursuit of improving our quality of life, we have generated a lot of waste. We need more grains, so Punjab is creating more grains. We don't want the residue of the chest of the grains. So at the end of the day, they will burn it, and the life is becoming hell in Delhi and other places. So waste generation is a matter which we have only created. The world is designed in such a way that the waste generated by normal activity of humankind will get destroyed out of its own. No intervention was required. So for the last millions of years, earth was clean. Only during the last 100 years, and specifically last 40 years, we have started generating so much of waste that it has become a burden for everyone. To start with, I will go for my own experience. I am a man from South Odisha, where the river Bansadhara flows. In winter, whenever it is possible, we were taking bath there. So only 2 years back, when I went back to my village, I asked my brother-in-law, so let's go and have a dip in the river. Because in summer there will be less water, rains, naturally you cannot go. My brother dissuaded me to go. No, the river is not the same. You may not like. Still I insisted and I went there. The river is full of debris, old cloths, then carbon out of man, that is waste product of human excretion. And it was not at all what it was some 40 years old. 40 years old, this riverside was really beautiful. Now it is plastic and filth, nothing else. So if you have a different, we people are studying, a lot of people I am seeing from other colleges who are comparatively young, we can divide into all these people who are here, we can divide into 3 parts. So 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 to more we are. So we the people, some of them are more than 60 or nearing 60. we people in the pursuit of having a good life has destroyed some of our environment also. We generate a lot of waste. Even a shirt costing 300, 400 rupees comes with a package, then a plastic cover, and pins, lot of things. So we are focusing that the shirt should be good, it should be well pressed at the time, at least when we purchase it. But we don't understand what will happen about those things which is required to bring it to that standard. Simultaneously, I also, my personal experience tells me that some things have become better than what it was 40 years ago. Allahabad, people will go there. So 40 years ago, the Ganges was still much worse than what it is now. Only some 3 months back, I went to Allahabad again. I saw the water much better than what it was in 40 years ago. So there have been some improvement. As you know, a lot of money has been spent steadily water coming out from the tannery of Kanpur and other places. But things are slightly better than what it was 40 years ago. So it is not that whole environment has gone. No. There is still hope. We can do much better. Where this type of FDP or seminars are important. Waste management, as I have told you, as I feel, is a matter of cross-departmental work. It is not the only chemical engineering or civil engineering, but it is also a lot of mechanical engineering, because as you see at Bhubaneswar, the waste has to be procured from different places and has to be kept somewhere. Then only a processing can be done. So a lot of mechanical effort is also going. Then computer science, we have to find out where from the debris will be brought first, which bin has already been filled up, which has not yet been done. So it is a cross-disciplinary work, and every one of us has to contribute. Again, I tell you every one of us, because it is not that some American people will design something and it will be here, it will be effective here. We have to do it for ourselves. Microsoft is doing for, say, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. That is same in America, same in India, same in Africa or anytime. But waste management is not a topic which is the same at New York or maybe Dubai, maybe here. Completely different. Few days back I was seeing the approach taken by Singapore. They tell that Singapore is one of the best as far as the waste management is concerned, especially in cities. Whatever method they have adopted may not be completely suitable for India. Even if suppose it is suitable at Delhi, it may not be suitable at a medium city like Bhubaneswar. Things are completely different from other places. Basic sciences, yes, one solution in America is the same as at Bhubaneswar, or maybe at Barapur, or maybe at Delhi. But it is not the case where debris is produced, waste produced are different for different places. It's completely different. Again, one small example I will tell you. In Australian or in American, most of their houses are made out of steel and wood. Steel can be reprocessed, wood can be reprocessed. But in Indian condition, most of our houses consist of concrete, masonry, and a bit of steel, not much of steel. They use one more steel than us. So, disposal of these building housing debris is different in different places, maybe different in different cities also, whatever we generate. So, we ordinary people like you and me, has to think separately, has to find tailor-made solutions for our own places. Coming back to Odisha situations, we have a feeling we are nothing, whatever is decided by people at Roorkee, IIT Kharagpur, they are the people. incidentally, I will give you a small joke. Whenever I was civil engineer, as I know, as you all know, we were working in government. And government people, wherever there is a problem, they will talk, let us take the consultation of IIT Kharagpur or IIT Roorkee. Our present chief minister is not very much Korea-liking man. But in a particular meeting, I have got a first-hand information. When there was a problem discussed, he told the civil engineer friends, don't tell me that you require the help of IIT Kharagpur here. This is what that is a joke. In our official circle, there was a joke. So, our problem is ours, solution should be ours. We may not be 100% right now. Maybe after 10 trials, 11 trials, 12 trials, we will do better. Whatever we do, whatever we discuss, let us think that we are discussing for ourselves, and that will have a positive meaning, not only for discussing for the sake of discussing. I assure you will find a solutions. And even if there is no solutions, a minor solution, we should be happy with our achievements. Again, I will tell you, I had been to one of the most interior places of Puri district only yesterday. Fortunately, unfortunately, we have taken the task of training masons for the rural building construction work. All our civil engineering friends are helping. Ananya was there. Everybody is interested. Everybody is doing some work for them. In the most interior villages, I was talking to a Mistri, and I was astonished to find that he has an interest to learn, but his fundamentals are wrong. When I asked him where should you place the reinforcement in a cantilever, he told me the opposite of what should be there. He just do not understand. Give them the knowledge. We will again be ready to build Konark or Puri, Jagannath Puri, or at that time the biggest monuments. We have to have the patience. We have to have the interest to do things, and we can make a small difference in the life of people. And those small, if everybody of us starts thinking in that line, maybe the world will be different from what we are now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to unveil the souvenir. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call our guest of honor, Dr. Sarit Kumar Maharana, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Thank you, Gift, for inviting me from such a long distance. I'm very privileged to be here. Respected Vice Chancellor of the University, Dr. C. Tripathi, Vice Chancellor of the Institute, Engineer Panda, Dr. Mahapatra, HOD, Mechanical Engineering, the person who was behind this invitation, Professor Amar Das. I appreciate for what we have been doing so well. Thank you so much for inviting me. Dr. Behera from VIT. Principal sir, thank you for giving me invitation and opportunity. Thank you students who are sitting here, faculty members, colleagues, friends from other institutes. I met my friend who is sitting there right there. So very happy that I have come back to my home state to say a few lines. This is a beautiful occasion for me because of many reasons. One of the reasons which I would like to say is that very frequently I come for such occasions. One of my friends, Dr. Sahu, who is sitting there right there, usually he invites me for CET, so I have been very fortunate to be in this occasion. This topic was discussed a couple of times, that the innovation in waste management, that was striking a lot to me, that what would be the innovations in the new waste era. We will someday will retire and go, and the future generation will see how this technology which is coming out, emerging, we are all using, how it can be used for these innovations. The thought moved around, and finally I came to a conclusion that we must have something in this waste management which is due to the global population, urbanizations. The topic which I will be presenting after this particularly 11:30 presentation is the IoT in waste management, Internet of Things. That's going to be a beautiful world where IoT makes an alliance with machine learning. So these two are going to make a beautiful world for all of us. And the technology is emerging so much, everybody is a sensor, everybody is connected to standard and non-standard devices. The collection boxes, the beams, wherever we are collecting the things, the trucks coming in, the routes are being fixed, everything today is done so traditionally. So much of money the BMC is wasting, and we are doing pretty fast, right? So how we can actually summarize this? This FDP is going to tell a story about it. A story will be so simple, so useful, so it's relevant to the future generation who are sitting at the back of this room. It will be a lovely topic, and most of this syllabi which we are seeing in the universities, including UGC, has already mandated that each of us should have a flavor of knowing machine learning, AI, and IoT. Why don't we use this for the benefit of the society, the smart living in a smart city? So we will see more of this very soon in the next 1-2 hours. That will be a lovely thing to do. Being a mechanical engineer, working in US for a couple of months, moving to Infosys, so I have enjoyed working with aerospace, mechanical, IT, and as a teacher. My journey started from IIT Sarang as a teacher. Today I'm back to teaching again after many years of movement here and there. So I'm working on some of the things like the algorithms which are going to address all the issues. I would like to say that a little later. But since in the FDP program, most of the teachers would actually come out of the comfort zone, see what can be, how can be this technology used for the society. Thank you so much. Wait for the moment, so I will be spending some time with you. And thank you, Gift, for inviting me. A wonderful occasion for me. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Now, I would like to request our guest of honor, Dr. Sisi Kumar Behera, to say a few words. Sir, please.
chief guest, Dr. Tripathi, Vice Chancellor of the UP, respected Principal of GIFT, Professor Rao, Director of the Institute, Engineer Dr. Bhubaneswar, Guest of Honor, Professor Maharana, Convener of this FDP, Professor Mahabhadra, Coordinator, Professor Das, faculty colleagues from different other institutes, and my dear students. At the outset, I am really privileged and honored that I have been invited to this first ceremony. The title is Recent Innovations in Waste Management. In fact, some time back, our director said that Professor Das is a waste man. It is not actually he is a waste man. I would say rather, he is a waste wealth man. In fact, not only he is dealing with waste, he is converting all this waste into wealth. And that is what, if you see one particular abstract I was going through, Professor Mahabhadra has written the concept of a circular economy, how entropy can be derived from waste materials. This small note, I could see that there are 8 keynote lectures by eminent experts. The topics of discussion are very much timely. All these talks will be concentrating around resource recycle waste society. In fact, this particular concept is being practiced in Japan and China for a long period of time. You would have come across through internet, you can see a buzzword called smart eco-town. Previously, it was eco-town concept. It is again a resource recycle waste society. There is a small city called Kitakyushu in Japan. They are very aggressive in this eco-town concept. And in waste management, you know, the basic fundamentals, that is what is a faculty development program. We should know what is the hierarchy for pollution control, how it has gone over the last few years. Number 1, during 50s, it was just simple disposal of waste materials. Emissions in the sense, talk about waste, solid waste, talk about air emissions, talk about waste liquid disposal into surface and subsurface environment. Then comes, after waste disposal, we discussed about pollution control. Thereafter came pollution prevention. Then comes waste minimization. Then comes a concept called cleaner production. And now, the developed world, they are looking at a concept called eco-industrial development, industrial ecology, eco-industrial park development, circular economy. These are all for a sustainable resource recycle waste society. Now, if you ask me, tomorrow if there is a war, what kind of war it is going to be? Is it going to be a nuclear war? My answer should be certainly not. If actually there is going to be a war, it will be a resource scarcity war. I will just cite one example before the August body. Few years before, in 2009, the ambassador of China, he was in a conference in Delhi. Every year we used to conduct one conference called International Conference for Sustainable Consumption and Production. And he was telling there, China is a dump house for waste materials, and people all across the globe, they complain that all these emissions, global emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, whatever you say, China is only responsible. He said, China is not responsible. Yes, China has become a dump house. China has become a dustbin. But these are the waste materials that has been generated by you all. We are a scavenger. We are recycling your waste and giving you back some product at a lower cost. Now tell us how we are contributing more to the pollution. It is your waste metal that we are simply recycling. That is one aspect to think about. I can cite another dispute. There is a small island between China, Japan and China. China said it is mine, Japan said it is mine. And then China said, okay, if you want to take, please take it. But from tomorrow, I am not going to supply the resource or the so-called very rare earth elements that are required for your country, because Japan is heavily dependent on these electronic items. And for all these electronic items, so much like the rare earth elements are required. All these elements Japan used to receive from China. After hearing to that, Japan said, okay, thank you. I can surrender the island. We can surrender the island, but please keep on supplying the resources that is needed for our survival. So now you can understand which one is severe in the present context. At this point of time, the population of the globe is 7.2 billion, and our population, 1.35 billion. And the commitment by our Prime Minister for $5 trillion economy by 2025. Where is the resource? Where is the resource? Unless and otherwise, we recycle at least a good percentage of the waste that is getting generated. It is a big challenge. It cannot be fulfilled by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but the onus lies on each and every individual in this country. Hence, conservation of the resource is very, very important. Next, some time back, some of the previous speakers, they were talking about pollution. Engineer Panda was talking about the Bhubaneswar river and this much of pollution. Yes, we have superseded the limit, something known as self-assimilation capacity of a system. Population, there is a equation called IPAT equation. Impact is equal to population times affluence times technology. Population, though we want to control, we are unable to control. We have surrendered. We have so many, policies we have adopted, but we have not been successful. Affluence, day by day, we are not interested to reduce our affluence, GDP, per capita GDP. We want it to increase. Then, we have control only over technology. The one he was telling, we cannot possibly adapt the technology from United States or Japan and say that it can be implemented in Bhubaneswar. We have to customize those technologies. That is what we say, local problem, local solution, global problem, global solution. For that matter, any global problem you talk about greenhouse gas emission, whatever you talk about, global effort is very much required. Finally, I have a small word of appreciation for the Vice Chairman of the Institute. I could see from some of the attributes of the Institute, he is certainly a great visionary. He has achieved some milestones, but at the same time I have also some points to speak over here. There are, it seems, student chapters in the organization institute. That student chapter has to be more vibrant. The sense, I would tell you, for the last 4 years in a row, my school students, they have bagged the best outstanding student chapter award across the globe continuously for the last 4 years. Recently they have been to Boston, they grabbed all the awards, like in travel support, everything, and that helps them in boosting up their co-curricular activities. Curricular activities, again, we are taking care here. Co-curricular activities help them to get a job, very nice job, that can help the students to improve their leadership skill, that can improve the students' communication skill, that can improve their personality. So with this few words, okay, another point also I have noted down here, more of digital tools. We need to adopt more of digital tools. We are talking about digital India. So how students can use, there are so many free ways, online system, evaluation systems, sitting back in the room, students can write quizzes, students can write some examinations, sitting back in the room, and teacher will have all the control. So if incrementally we can adopt all these tools, probably this institute can come up as a good institute, not only in Odisha, at least in the nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call upon HOD Mechanical, Dr. Alok Mahapatra, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Respected the chief guest of this occasion, Honorable Vice Chancellor of BPUT, Professor Dr. C.R. Tripathi, respected Vice Chairman of GIFT, Engineer Patit Pawan Panda sir, respected Principal of the Institute, Sri Dr. S. Krishnamohan Rao sir, guest of honor, Professor Behra sir, Professor Mahana sir, the coordinator of this program, Professor Amar Kumar Das, the faculties across the different institutes of BPUT who have come here to participate, and my dear students. It is a great pleasure to announce that we are here to organize a 5-day faculty development program on innovation in waste management in smart cities in our institute. In a scenario where our country is progressing fast in the effective management of waste, and Bhubaneswar being ranked among the top 20 global smart cities in the world, it is a real honor and privilege to serve as the convener of this faculty development program. Now, under Government of India's prestigious Smart City Mission, as all of you know, that Bhubaneswar, the capital of the state of Odisha, is the first one among 20 cities shortlisted for development in the first round of implementation. And after topping in the list of Indian smart cities in 2016, Odisha's capital Bhubaneswar, the only Indian cities, has now found its place in the list of world's top 20 smart city list 2017. According to the Global Smart City Performance Index 2017, Bhubaneswar, the capital of Odisha, has been ranked at 13 so far as safety is concerned, and has been ranked 20 in terms of mobility, health and productivity. It may be recalled that Bhubaneswar had earlier won National Planning Excellence and Achievement Award 2017, awarded by the American Planning Association. This apart, the city had bagged the second runners-up spot at the World Smart City Award 2016 in Barcelona. So with all these credentials to Bhubaneswar, the capital city of Odisha, and the city where our institute is situated, this kind of an FDP, faculty development program, is very much timely and need of the hour. Now coming back to the waste management, now all of you know that all of us are very much concerned to manage the waste, and particularly in smart cities, this is given more emphasis. As Professor Behra has told a couple of minutes ago about circular economy. In developing nations, it is told that there is nothing called waste. There is nothing absolutely called waste. As long as we are able to recover the entropy from the waste, there is nothing called waste. So waste is either recycled, and if at all the amount of waste which cannot be recycled, they can be channelized through thermochemical reaction like your gasification process, pyrolysis process, etc., or incineration process, etc. Or if the moisture content of the waste is more than 50%, it can be subjected to biochemical degradation like your hydrogen fermentation, etc. So this kind of advanced techniques has already been adopted in advanced countries like China and Japan. And this FDP is having an objective to have some brainstorming sessions and very important keynote presentations on the topic waste management in smart cities. I would expect that after attending these faculty development programs, all the faculty members will gain sufficient knowledge of how to manage waste effectively and efficiently in smart cities. That will also be useful to them and also useful to make the city and the nation cleaner and free of waste. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Vizu Patnaik University of Technology, Dr. Chittaranjan Tripathi, to deliver the gathering. Sir, please.
Dr. Maharana from Bangalore, Dr. Behra, Dr. Mahapatra, and Dr. Das, Amar Kumar Das, who has been designated today as the waste man converted to best person. So I welcome all of you and all the participants of this faculty development program, TQ3 faculty development program, and all the faculty members, staff, students, and all others present here, ladies and gentlemen. I must congratulate this particular institute, the principal and the vice chairman, for bringing this institute to a good level. It has got NAAC A grade. It's a good thing for encouraging thing for other colleges also. It has been recognized as CO for SIRO by Government of India. It is a model center of research of the university, and one of the faculty members of one department got the University Foundation Research Award from BPUT on 21st November, and also some of the research projects are going on in this particular institute. It is also a nodal center for examination, evaluation. So these are all encouraging things for this institute. I congratulate the stakeholders, all the management, the principal, the faculty members, and the students, staffs who are involved, who are the real stakeholders in the process. On behalf of the university, I congratulate them, and I also expect that most this particular institute will prosper more. Regarding these TQ3, I must say one thing, that this is a technical education quality improvement program. This is the third phase, and it is going to end on September 2020. And BPUT had got a sizable amount, but due to such a manpower and other things, we could not spend it properly. And now we are doing it. We are interested that this type of programs, this is a World Bank program, World Bank project. World Bank is funding and it is coming through the central government, to the state government, and we are spending money. And it has so many components. One is procurement, another one is we can give any amount of money you want for organizing. Suppose it is a 7-day faculty level program also, we are ready for that. So we want that this type of program should be conducted in each and every affiliated constituent college of the BPUT in Odisha. So this is a invitation from my side, from the university side to all the faculty members. And regarding this the topic is innovation. Innovation in waste management in smart cities. Engineer Panda and Dr. Behra and Dr. Varna and other speakers, they have very elaborately, and they are the three experts in the field. So they have spoken so many things. I have never done any research work in this waste management, nor I have got the capacity to do that, or I have got the capability. But I can, as a layman or an outsider, I can say one thing, that waste management, as Engineer Panda told, Dr. Panda sir told, that waste has been, it is our contribution. Waste, whatever waste, now it is gathered in different places, it is our contribution. We human beings are responsible for that, either through our industries or through our own day-to-day activities. We are gathering waste and we are asking the government to clean it. Who is government? We are ourselves government. So government can make some rules. Government can create a pollution department, pollution prevention department. Government can appoint some officers. Government can keep some funds. But who is going to execute it? It is we the human beings, we the general people, laymen, who are creating pollution, and we are the persons who can prevent it. The amount of pollution we have already made, that is to be disposed of. So for that, some innovative methods, some innovative techniques have to be devised. I think that is the objective of this faculty development, 2 days faculty development program. So I hope this one will be very much helpful. The discussions which will be made here, I request that whenever any discussion is taking place, it should be interactive. Somebody is speaking, others are listening, that becomes boring. You speak, we speak from the podium, people will be listening from the audience, and they will also put some questions. Let it be interactive. If it becomes interactive, then more ideas will generate, and we can put them for our proceeding of the faculty development program. So this will be, I think, more helpful. Number 2 is, we have to train our new generations. Faculty members, okay, they are number 1, first stakeholders. But from the faculty members, it should go to the layers down level, from the school level. Sometimes we have to, this is a worldwide project we are conducting for 2 days. It is not enough. It is a revolution. Waste management should be a revolution, not a 1 day or 2 day activity, or not a 1 hour or 2 hour speech. It should be a revolution among the society. Society, in every house, people should know what is the bad effects of this waste and how to do away with this. What are the new techniques and how. So all these things from the right from the school level up to college level, university level, this should be students and the teachers, parents, they are to be educated. Unless we do that, whatever seminar we do, whatever faculty level, it will be on papers only, it will be in slogans. So slogans want to help us. You see Delhi, how many, Delhi is the capital of India. What type of problem they are facing due to pollution? Should they have been earlier vigilant? This would not have happened. But they were not vigilant. They were telling, okay, we are capital, we are the capital of this country. Whatever rules, regulations we make, everybody has to follow. Everybody follows or doesn't follow, that's a different thing. You yourself are not following those things. Everybody is using one vehicle. Every household, in every household 4 or 5 cars are there. AC cars. AC generates very, very poisonous gas. So everybody tells that pollution should be stopped, waste material should be disposed of, but what they do on their own, nobody. So that has to be, no rules, no government rules, no penalty will help us unless there is social consciousness. For social consciousness, we have to start from the bottom level, but the idea has to generate from our side from the top level, but it must percolate to the bottom level. Otherwise, it will not help us. You know that these American countries, America, USA, America is most powerful country till date. But after some years, people say that it will not be the powerful country, India will take over. I don't know how it will happen, but there are so many debates on this. America is a marketplace. Everybody, whoever produces something in different in different countries, it is marketed in America. And America puts its own tag, produced by so and so company, and then sells it. So America is a marketplace. America is technical know-how is less in America, more in India, China, Pakistan, all these Asian countries. They have got the super brain, but those super brains are hired by USA, and they do something and then sell those things again back to our country. Our people will be producing, Indian students, Indian teachers, Indian researchers, scientists. They are going to America because they are not getting scope here. They are doing something there, and their product is being sold to us with a very high price, and we are purchasing it. One example I will give you, that when our Prime Minister, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was there, so you must have heard in newspaper and news channels. At that time, he wanted that India should produce one supercomputer. He wanted that India will purchase one supercomputer, cyber, from America. American government said no, we will not sell anything to India which will help India to grow further. They told no, we cannot. India may misuse it, so we will not do it. Then at that time, there were a couple of scientists, a group of scientists in Bangalore, IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, and one of our Professor L.M. Patnaik, you must have seen him. He was also a team member in that one. And Vijay Prabhakar Bhatkar, one scientist was there. They all got together. They told, okay, we will help our Prime Minister, we will help our country to produce supercomputer. But at that time, know-hows were not available with us. But the scientists, they could do something. They imported all these hardwares from other Singapore and other Malaysia and other countries, because these are produced there, these ICs are produced there. They imported all these things, assembled here, and the Param computer, Param, Param. Its full form is Parallel Architecture Machine. But they gave the name Param. Param means Sreshta. So they produced the first Param computer, supercomputer for India, and they slowly Param, first generation, second generation, like that. It is now continuing. Now it is being sold, it is being marketed in the American market. Now America is telling that now you can purchase supercomputer from us. At that time, initially they were not giving. Right? See, they are merchants. American government and American society is a merchant. They will not give you the technical know-how. When they come to know that India has known everything, India has gone ahead of us, then they will tell, okay, well, you take from us with less cost. This is the technique. This is the technique how those countries, America, China, or other countries are doing. We have to learn those things. So the technical know-how, whatever is embedded in our young generation, young scientists, young teachers, young students, so that has to be encouraged. So that's why now the government of India has come up with a very good program, and state government also, Skill India, Skill Odisha program, Skill in Odisha program. It's a good thing. And they are telling that not only from engineering colleges, right from the ITI level, ITI, Industrial Training Institute, ITI level, let people innovate. Somebody is just a matriculate, but he has got some brain. He has not got the scope to go to an engineering college or higher education. But he has got the brain, he can produce something from nothing. So now that incubation centers. So the colleges or diploma schools or degree colleges or universities, they have to now set up small incubation centers, and where these students, not only your own student from any other college or maybe from general college, maybe from science stream, should be invited, should be given a scope to do something there. We will just provide them 1 or 2 rooms. They will do something. We will provide them electricity and at a nominal cost. They will do something, and after that they will go to their own place and spread. So if that happens, then a time will come, India will become the Vishwaguru, which people are now having the vision. People are telling that after 10 years, India will become the Vishwaguru. because all the know-hows are here. Only American and other countries, they are hiring our know-hows with good salary and good packages, and they are doing. Where our students will stay here, there will be minimum brain drain. So at that time you will see that India can make miracles. So this is the vision we should have, and that faith we should have, that we have got the talent, and we have to explore the talents in our students, explore the talent in our teachers, even at the school level also, and accordingly we must work in that line. I will just tell you one thing that is from our Veda. In our Veda, you see, whenever we speak of pollution or waste can be any type. Not only it is a civil waste can be your plastic waste and this electronic waste also. Nuclear waste. Now it is the most hazardous thing is the nuclear waste. You must be knowing that Japan is having more number of nuclear plants, highest number of nuclear plants in the world. What they are doing? Nuclear waste, where uranium waste, where it will go? They are taking all the waste materials deep into the sea, and they are pressurized concrete they are doing inside the sea, and there the waste materials are being dumped, and then again concrete. But if one tsunami takes place there, what will happen? One earthquake takes place there, what will happen? One volcano erupts there, and what will happen? Those materials will again radiate, and people will be dead. So these problems will be there. So similarly, electronic waste, mobile phones. Everybody is using a mobile phone. You said that Bhubaneswar has become a smart city, Raurkela has become a smart city. So I am now representing two smart cities of the state. Raurkela, I am staying there, and Bhubaneswar, I am visiting Bhubaneswar. So two smart cities. So in every smart city, even a small hawker or rickshaw or everybody might have 2 or 3 mobile phones. And after 6 months, they throw those mobile phones, and because they belong to the smart city, everything is available, facilities are available. They will purchase again a high-end mobile phone. What will happen to the old mobile phone? There are some electronic components there. Software part okay, but hardware part is there. How to do that hardware part? Where will throw that? If you throw this into the water, that is not going to decompose. So we have to think of some method or mechanism, innovative mechanism. So where how to dispose of all these electronic waste. You have got a computer. You are getting all the facilities from the computer, but after the computer becomes so old, aged, then you have to throw it. Where will you throw? You must have read in newspapers some 3-4 years before. In Cuttack, one cow, गाय गोटे गाईटे तार पेट खराब है ताको ऑपरेशन करा गाईटा ऑपरेशन करा and about half ton 50 kg of waste materials means polythene were discovered from the stomach of that cow. What is happening? That means the cow grass. The cow must eat grass, but now nowadays in smart cities they are eating polythene. So that way we have to smart. So Dr. Das, he is our waste professor, but the cow is also a waste animal. It is also taking our so you must be very much enthusiastic to know one thing that in our Shastra, I was telling you whether it is written that Matrubhumi Prithvi हमारा मातृभूमि है and we are Putram Prithvi. So that type of concept if you inculcate in our young generation, I think all things will be taken care of automatically. If you think that Prithvi, this earth is our mother, more than our mother, is our grandmother or grandmother like that, then and we are the Putra and daughters, sons and daughters of that mother, then definitely we will like to see that our mother is healthy, our mother is not always. So that type of thing, our forefathers, when Veda was written, I don't know when Veda was written, nobody is able to tell which Veda was first composed or written, and who wrote those Veda, whatever, who were the name of those authors, nobody knows. You write a book today, we say that author is Dr. Das, Dr. Marana, Dr. Bera, like that. But Who has written that Veda? Nobody knows. In the Rig Veda, you know that they always, where they have not uttered the name of any Jagannath or any Balabhadra Subhadra or Shiva. They have only uttered the name of the superpowers. Who are the superpowers? Chandra, Indra, Surya, Varuna, water, and all these things. Because they were knowing that these are the superpowers who are controlling the whole mankind, human generation, and they will be continuing to control. So for that they have devised that whenever we go for any ceremony, marriage ceremony or any sacrifice, any religious ceremony, we say Indra, Idam, Indraya, Namo, Idam, Suryaya, Idam, Namo. Means what? Whatever we are doing, because this Indra, Chandra and all these things, superpowers, they are controlling, they are contributing to this world. Whenever we do anything, we must also contribute something to them. And we say very politely and very honestly, we say, truthfully we say, very religiously we say that, you see, whatever a drop of ghee, whatever we are putting inside the fire, it belongs to, let it go to that Indra, Chandra, Surya, like that. It doesn't belong to me. It is without Namama. Means it doesn't belong to me. See, this was the vision of our forefathers. That's why they have written all these things in our papers. You know about Ganga water. Wherever we say that every Hindu family in the country, they is living abroad also, they say that we must take at least once in our life a dip in holy Ganga water. And this has been practiced for years together. People go for Kumbh Mela and they stay for some time and take a holy bath there. So this was happening and now also is happening and it will continue. One scientist of Germany, once his name was Bhubaneswar, he will say that he was selected 3 or 4 times for this Nobel Prize, but he could not get. But anyhow, so he was a scientist. So he, very particular idea came to his mind. He told in Allahabad, people are lakhs of people, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 15 lakhs people are gathering for months together, and not a single case of epidemic, no cholera, no nothing of that. Why it happens? Some sadhu or some person, some other scientist from India, they told that no, Ganga water has got some special qualities. It doesn't allow these microorganisms or this virus or cholera virus to go. Okay, so that scientist, he is not a Hindu, he is a Christian by religion. He came all the way from Germany because you know that German people are very good versed in Sanskrit. They know better Sanskrit than us. You may not be knowing, but you ask some German people how close they are to Sanskrit. So he came from Germany, he came to Allahabad, he stayed all the some 1 month in Kumbh Mela, and he took some water because they are not going, they are scientists, they are not going to believe whatever we say. He took some water from Ganga river and then took it to his laboratory in Germany, tested it and compared this water with the distilled water, then wrote some research paper, and from there he came to the conclusion the Ganga water is able to kill this virus of cholera virus or what, some Bhutan. So it is able to kill within 2 hours, whereas the distilled water is able to kill within 24 hours. And from his country, some river in Germany, they are not able to kill this. So he made some comparison, just like we made some comparison in published papers. So he made some comparison, then he came to know this is the situation. Why do Hindu people or the Indian people say Ganga to be Mata? Ganga is Mata, why? What mother-like qualities is having? So he gave this research findings to Indians that whatever you are doing is correct. You are taking a bath in Ganga river. So these are some of the things our earlier forefathers they had already pointed out. You know, in your villages, those who have come from villages, they will know that in every village you must have found that one neem tree and one banyan tree. Varagatsa, Bhubaneswar. Not Asustha, and one Asustha tree and one banyan tree must be growing together. You must have seen, you go to a village and see, definitely one or two will be there. In our village many are there. So once I asked my father, what is this? Why is this Varagatsa and Asustha people like? See, this idea had come long before. The Indians, they were knowing that since the human population is growing and growing and growing, and there will come, there will be pollution. So how to save this humankind? Because Indians, they believe in survival Sukhino message. So they thought that how this pollution can be controlled, who can be the possible agents to control the pollution. They thought, well, this Osato and Boro, because these trees, they will be able to protect. Similarly, neem tree also. That's why Jagannath is built of neem tree, no other tree. So in our social life, they put one thing that those who are not having children, issueless persons, if they go and plant 2 trees together, that is one Boro tree and banyan tree and one Osasto tree together, that is equivalent to giving birth to children. And उनको फिर marriage करना है. So these trees must be married. So one social function has to be held. One bhuji, this feast, it has to be, the whole village has to be eat, and this money will be spent by the persons, those issueless parents, persons. So see, so such nice idea. You know about Jagannath trunk is made up of Daru Brahma, that's what you say. It is made of neem tree. So neem tree, you know, neem tree you take in the summer season, this has been experimented. So nobody can dispute. In the summer season, you sit under a neem tree and take a thermometer or some other sensor, thermal sensors. Then take the temperature under the neem tree and the temperature outside. You will see that neem tree temperature is 3 degrees centigrade less. Under the neem tree, to sit 3 degrees centigrade less temperature than the atmosphere. So that's why people were planting neem trees earlier. In all the military establishments in the country, you will see that neem tree is there. Neem tree is there. They have, so, and it has come to our Jagannath Sanskruti also. We say that Jagannath is equal to neem tree. Neem tree is equal to Jagannath. Before cutting that neem tree, before making it Jagannath trunk, we first will see that tree and then we go for cutting the tree. So these are some of the noble ideas. Our forefathers, they had vision. They were knowing that in future a time will come when all these things will happen. So at that time, we must, in our vegetation or in our society, we have to do something that the green vegetation will be there, and our next generations, they will be saved. So you have to remember all these things. And lastly, one sentence of Einstein, I can say here. Einstein was asked one peculiar question that, sir, you have seen Second World War, and in the Second World War, your innovation has created miracle. All these nuclear bombs were thrown. So, what is your prediction about the Third World War? So, Einstein very politely, he was very much unhappy because he was very much he was thinking that I am guilty because I have invented this nuclear energy and it was used for a bad purpose. So that's why he was feeling guilty. But he told, reluctantly told, I cannot say about the Third World War, but I can predict about the Fourth World War. People say, another interesting answer is going to be. So he told that the Fourth World War will be fought between the people who are staying in jungles, in forests, and it will be by lathi and stones. See, Einstein, such a visionary in science and technology, he could see that Third World War will be end of the Third World War. If it is fought, it will be end of our whole civilization, whole everything. So we are heading towards that. So we have to be very careful whenever any innovation. 2-3 days before I had gone to ITR Chandipur, they had got a function and I was the guest there. So I also told the same thing that whatever I told these things to the scientists who were gathered there. So whatever innovation we are doing, let us do it. Maranastra is required for self protection. But India never believes in fast time attack. India always believes in Sarvabhaumatu Sukhina philosophy. So we have to, whatever innovations we are doing, let us protect it for our own safety, for our own defense, not offense. We are not offensive in any thing. So that we have to remember, that is the basic philosophy of India. Our forefathers, they have given us this philosophy. And I request that whatever discussions we make, let it not be limited to 2 days or 2 days or 1 month or 2 months or 2 years. Let it be let it percolate to the bottom level, to our children, in your house your children are there to tell the bad effects of all these things, waste, and how to manage it in a good way. So let it go to the villages, let it go to the schools and children, so that our future, our country, our mother earth will remain as our mother. Otherwise, Matruhanam you know, killing the mother, Matruhanam. So Matruhanam दोष में हम लोग क्या होंगे, दोषी रहेंगे. मदर को, माँ को मारिले जहाँ दोष हुए, हमें वेस्ट मटेरियल क्रिएट करके जो पृथ्वी को नष्ट करते हैं, सही दोष रे हमें वर्तमान वचन
Thank you, sir, for enlightening with your words. Now, we will go for the felicitation ceremony of the dignitaries on the dais. Now, I would like to request our Vice Chairman, sir, Engineer Patita Pavan Panda, to felicitate Vice Chancellors of BPUT, Dr. Chittarajan Tripathi. Thank you. Thank you, sir. May I request our principal, sir, Dr. S. Krishna Mohan Rao, to do the honor of felicitating the guest of honor, S.K. Maharana. Thank you, sir. I would again like to request our principal to do the honor of guest of honor to Mr. Sisay Kumar Behera. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Vice Chancellor of BPUT to felicitate Vice Chairman and Director of Gandhi Institute for Technology. Thank you, sir. I would request to felicitate our principal, sir, Vice Chancellor of BPUT.
Thanks. The honor
Thank you, madam. So, respected guests on the dais and off the dais, the chief guest of this FDP, Dr. C.R. Tripathi sir, DC PPUT Raulkela. So, first of all, on behalf of GIFT fraternity, I am very much thankful to you, sir. Instead of very busy schedule last time, and you have given your consent and visit to our GIFT. Thank you very much, sir. And I must be thankful to Dr. S.K. Maharana, sir, the Dean, Acharya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. He is having another session today also. So, sir, I am also very much thankful to you. You have come across and coming to give for this FDP program. I am also very much thankful to Dr. S.K. Behera, the Dean, VIT Karnataka. Sir, I am also very much thankful to you on behalf of GIFT. Sir, you came across and also joined us. I am very much thankful to the person behind the name, Westman. But I have been, I think, the privilege of going this name. The man behind this name, the credentiality every time, he is none other than our Vice Chairman, sir. Sir has given me out of my comfort zone. Every time the day I have joined here, sir has assigned me the biogas project. Then I just started one by one and I learned a lot with the help of all the students, those who have been involved in it. And that is why also we are acknowledged different types of national level awards from the BMC Bhubaneswar as well as different IITs, sir. So thank you very much, sir, for your constant guidance, your motivation at the time when we demand. You have extended all the supports. So I am very much thankful to our Vice Chairman, sir, on this occasion. I am also very much thankful to our Principal, Dr. S. Krishnamohan, sir. Sir has given all consent, all type of help when and where we required. So for this FDP also, sir has guided us, and the day come when we were able to celebrate this type of functions in GIFT. Thank you very much, sir. I am thankful to the convener of this program as well as the HOD Mechanical, which is constantly guiding me and encouraged me to organize such type of program under the DKP project. Sir, thank you very much. And I am also thankful to my faculty colleagues, those who are coming from different colleges, different industry also, to participate in these 5 days FDP programs. We have different sessions. We have 3 days. In each day we have the 2 technical sessions. We have invited different peoples, not only from the academia, also from the industry and the waste management, where actually we are doing all these processes. And we have a 1-day tour where actually the disposal and different type of treatment what the guests have recently discussed, those who are doing, and 1-day visit is also there. So the objective which was cited by our Honorable VC PPUT, definitely, sir, we are trying, we are putting different peoples in this occasion so that we can gather different types of knowledge, not only for these bookies, also we will put in different types of real-time problems. And in that regard also, being a Giftian, I am very much proud to feel that, sir, we are getting 3 projects related to the waste management in this time, and we are expecting more from you, sir. And definitely we are trying our best, and definitely we are trying that we can make some solution for this society. Sir was talking about whatever we have studied, not only to pass the exam, rather we should connect it in different types of social issues. Definitely, sir, whatever we learn here, whatever students we are engaging here, not only for academics, rather we are putting the students in different real-time projects, in different types of projects which is associated with different types of real problems in the nearby neighborhoods or the villages. And the solution which we are getting here, sir, we are extending in different types of firm. Our principal, sir, has already told that we are also doing different types of campaigns like Jal Shakti Abhiyan, like Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. We are connecting, adopting 5 villages, sir, and in our capacity, we are going there collecting different types of waste. At the best, we are also putting some solutions and we are also including different types of students as well as the villagers to do the good practices. Sir, I hope that giving the FDP funded by the TKP BPUT, definitely we are putting also different resource persons and the participants from the different colleges and the industry as well. And out of this 5 days, the endeavor will definitely will get good solutions, and that will be helpful for the society. And last but not the least, all the deans, AOHR sir, registrar sir, and teaching and non-teaching, my department peoples, and everyone, Anupam Dikshit sir, Padi sir, and those peoples, I may forget the name starting with the gardener, which has grown this tulsi tree in our nursery, particularly when he heard that BCBPUT is coming to our college. So from his own capacity, sir, he has grown this tulsi for you, sir. So thank you very much to everyone, those who are directly or indirectly associated with this, and I hope definitely after this the technical session is going on, in these 5 days, definitely we will get something which will be fruitful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would request all to kindly stand up as the national anthem will be played to mark the occasion.